Hi everyone. So I hope all of you are doing fine. I'm doing fine. I guess, and welcome back. If you are here for the first time, then welcome. So I have not posted a reading blog or reading content for really long time. I guess, and my channel is kind of based on reading and all of that, because you see me randomly reading in my vlogs, but it's not basically about reading. It's not ever focused on reading only. It's the part of vlogs. So I thought I should film a reading vlog where I'm not just reading but doing a lot of other things as well, but a lot of other things are part of the vlog. So basically, it's a reading vlog, and I'm reading On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. So I got done with the reading and I am tired right now and hungry. So let's make something. I recently saw a recipe on Pinterest and it's garlic noodles. So I do not have the straight noodles. I have Maggie. So let's make it from that and let's have it. And I think I'll do an egg also. I love eggs. So uh, yeah, noodle, like a garlic noodle egg. So watch something while eating and then let's proceed. Let's see. Today is the day one of reading and we'll see what happens next. I am pretty excited for this one because I saw it somewhere and it clicked quite delectable, and yeah, so you need basically a lot and lot of, like, this garlic, because that's the main ingredient of the noodles. So cut the garlics in small pieces and the onion in long julienne, and then you have just have to like stir fry all of them. Put your kind of masalas. You don't know want to know what I put. Like, I put anything, random things like mirchi like powder maybe, and dhania powder, and you'll see, like, soy sauce, chili sauce, whatever you want to put. Basically, the garlic has to be cooked properly because that's going to give the flavor to the noodles. You can put Maggi masala as well. I found it really, combination is really good. And yeah, it's basically that. And by this time I had little bit like overcooked the garlic, so I was scared that it might taste really bad, but it tasted quite fine. chapters in, and I'm speechless. Like, what writing? It's like so poetic and it's so beautiful. Let me read you passage, okay? I've highlighted this one. Let me find it for you first. You once told me that the human eye is God's loneliest creation. How so much of the world passes through the pupil and still it holds nothing. The eye, alone in its socket, doesn't even know there's another one just like it an inch away, just as hungry as empty. I mean, I never even thought about this point that our eyes are lonely. I thought they have a pair, like they are two. But the one eye does not know that there is another one, and even though eyes see everything, it can hold nothing. I mean, it's so beautiful, like it's so beautiful. Everything is so beautiful. I have annotated a lot of in it, lot of things. He has written so many things that it touches you and it stays there. It has, like, the capacity to, like, hold. I mean, wow, I'm loving it. This, I'm loving it. I'm excited for the next pages. Hi. So, as I said before, that this vlog is all over the place. It's just not a reading vlog, and I wanted to talk about something, and that is writing. I have not been talking about it. I guess it's been more than 6 to 8 months. So basically, recently wrote two short stories, and I sent it to a few of my friends, and I got really good response, positive response. Thank you, friends. I really, really, really am grateful for all of your valuable opinions about it, and how you appreciated what I did. And more than me, they were excited for me, and I was just so overwhelmed at that time. Anyway, putting that aside, um, okay, in particular, one of my friend asked me that how do I, like, get the idea. So for everyone it's different. For me it's just one sentence. So when I it just suddenly strikes me any one line, and if I like that line, I would want a whole story around it. I used to do it with my novels. I write novels as well, but after I have written short stories, I feel my writing style and my thinking process is more suited to writing short stories rather than writing novels. I wrote a novel in 8th standard, the 9th standard, and after that I have been trying, and since today I could not complete one single novel. I am in between of a novel, and I'm not very sure now that if I would complete, because the fault is that I always have one line, one thought, and I try to make a big scenario around that one line. I mean, so in short story, I suddenly got to, oh, this line is pretty, this thought is good, so let's make a story around it. And that actually worked. It kind of worked for my short stories, and people liked it. But for longer stories, for the novels, it kind of does not work. You cannot stretch things that much. But in short story, it's like short and sweet, so it happens quickly, and it's good. But in novels it does not. And also, one of my writing update is that after having written like two short stories, I suddenly immediately started my third story, and I am in writing slump right now. I've written like 6 to 8 pages of the third story, and after that I cannot find words, I cannot find story, I cannot find plot ahead of it. I'm in the writing slump, and I think it's because I was too ravenous when I was writing those two stories. I did not take break. I
completed those two stories in 1 week and then started this one, and I think I've run out of idea and I need to take a break and think properly in the sense not consciously thinking about it, just letting it be, and let the thought struck me first, not me strucking the thought first. So I'm in the writing slump right now for the third story, and I hope it gets over. So yeah, that's the writing update, and I told you how I generally write. And my writing style is not difficult. I do not use difficult words. It's very simple. The thing is, I play more with metaphors, life instances, and I try to make people relate with my writing, so that when I write, they feel I'm writing about them. So that's my main agenda, and that's what I wanted to achieve, and that I've achieved, and I will keep writing despite what I'm doing in life. It never changes the fact that I love writing. And yeah, that was good. I really felt good after sharing this thing with all of you people. Thank you. Hi. So I'm kind of guilty because I am shooting like exactly 1 week later. I promise I have been reading. I was not lagging behind. I was reading, but I could not just, gather myself up to like start shooting about it. So I thought, okay, let's shoot today. Let's give an update about this book. So I am 100 pages away from the ending and the verdict. I'm loving this book. There's no question about it. I genuinely love this book. But there's a but, that I really wish that this book had, a unidirectional a plot. There's a lot of back and forth and a lot of instances, and the plot is like as if there's no plot. It's just talking diary, which is something this book said already, that it will be in this way because it's kind of a diary, a letter to the mother who cannot read or whatsoever. But I was just loving the poetic vibe, so I wished it was having like a perfect particular plot. I am going to uh, check for my favorite quotes. I mean, there have been quite a few, like so let's so I found one. It's on the page 186, and the quote says, in Vietnamese, the word for missing someone and remembering them is the same. Excuse my pronunciation? No, NHO. Sometimes when you ask me over the phone, Con ho me kong, I flinch thinking you meant, do you remember me? I miss you more than I remember you. So this protagonist, little dog, is saying this to his mother. So when the mother calls and asks, like, "Kon ho me kong," which she's meaning to like, "Do you miss me?" He flinches and, for a moment, in a flash, thinks that the mother is asking, "Do you remember me?" I don't know, it stirred something in me. And this line, "I miss you more than I remember you." It's self explanatory. I do not have to explain it, or else it would lose the beauty. Another one, I know it's not fair that the word laughter is trapped inside slaughter. SLAUGHTER, you know? If we remove the S, there's laughter. So it's not fair that laughter is trapped inside slaughter. Such a beautiful wordplay. I mean, I love this book. I just wish that it had more of a plot. I'm going to finish reading last 100 pages. I'm going to make myself ponyo. I have the ingredients and I'm going to make it, have it warm in this chilly morning and read the last 100 pages, and yes, then we will be done with our reading blog, which I think went quite interestingly in comparison to the previous one. So I hope you're enjoying.
So I am a very, very, very huge fan of Ghibli food, and when I watched Ponyo, I made that ramen and I loved it. And I have also like kept in mind that I want to have the drink that they are having. Basically, it was really very simple and normal drink. They basically added honey to the milk and nothing other than that. But that would have been just a normal sweet milk, which would taste the same as like sugar milk. So I wanted to add something to it. So I looked up for some more recipes, and when I went on to Pinterest and looked up for the recipe of ponyo drink, nobody ever made it with just milk and honey. Everyone had something to it. So I just took the best of the recipes and added everything to it. So as you could see, I added honey and then I'm adding vanilla extract. I saw it there and I liked the idea. Just make sure that you're not adding too much. One drop is just fine. And then add warm milk because it's a winter drink, and I don't think it will taste that good in summers if you do it with cold milk, I guess, because we are adding warm things into it. Just honey is a warm thing, and then we are adding cinnamon, which is warm in nature, like it's a spice. And cinnamon was just like top notch thing you could add in that, and I loved it so much. Like the flavor is such, it's not spicy flavor, it's like very nutty and sweet, and you get the extract vanilla, and then you can simply have it while being in a blanket or something, or maybe reading. I was reading this book and having the drink, and that was an experience, literally an experience. I did not expect that I would like this drink because I was skeptical about the cinnamon because it's a spice, but that's what added the flavor in the drink, and I hope you will like it too. And if you ever try it, please just let me know, okay? And I guess it's a ritual that every single of my video kind of has a sunset. I don't know why. Of course I know why, because I love it, but I don't know what's the thing that I added in every single video. And yeah, these are the lights of Diwali that are still there, and I took a shot. Enjoy.